Hey, Charles? Do you have a minute?
Hey, Sophia, what's up?
I got a strange message on Facebook from your mother. She said you're depressed and you haven't been going to work. And it's all my fault.
Huh? What do you mean? I'm feeling good and I've been going to work every day. What is she talking about?
I have no idea.
My mom doesn't even have Facebook. She can't even text.
I know. I ignored the messages. It just felt so strange. It's honestly creepy.
Right.
I'll keep an eye on things for a bit. Maybe someone is trying to prank me or something.
Even so, do you have any idea who did it?
No. But you seem healthy and been going to work. So I won't stress about the text messages then.
It's weird, right? It's strange to receive such a mysterious message from someone you don't know at all.
I know, right? It's weird.
Yeah. Well, let me know if you get another one.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Sophia. What have you done? You've betrayed my dear son and pushed him to this. You cheating wife. It's because of you that my son ended his life. You better do the same for him. You will pay for this. Remember that.
Charles? I got another message.
Huh? The same person?
Yeah.
Are they pretending to be my mom again?
Yes.
What did they say?
About what?
What's wrong?
It's a little too much to say, so I'll just send you a screenshot. Please check it.
What the hell is this? This is horrifying. I'm very much alive and kicking.
Right. I got worried the moment I got the message.
I'm the same. But who would do this crazy thing?
I have no idea.
I asked my mom just to be sure. But she said it wasn't her. She said she doesn't even know how to text.
You know, I don't think it's her. The way the message is written, it just doesn't sound like her at all. I can tell it's not her.
I can tell it's not her style.
What do I do now? It's creeping me out.
I know. I'm starting to get worried, so let's think of a plan. Make sure to lock up tight until I get back. No matter who comes knocking, don't open the door, okay?
Okay.
Just pretend like nobody's home.
Okay.
Sophia! I have been reaching out and you're just going to ignore me? Your husband just passed away. What is wrong with you? It's because of your affair that my son got sick and ended up like that. You must end your life too. I know you're reading these messages. Come home right now. How long do you plan to keep running away?
Hey, Charles. Sorry to bother you again. I got another message again. They're saying to come home. Of course, I didn't reply.
Hey, Sophia. I've been curious about that message ever since you sent it to me.
What about it?
I thought there might be some clues, so I checked out their profile pic. It's just a backyard shot, but it looked kind of familiar to me.
What? Where do you think it is?
The picture seemed pretty old. I had this feeling I'd seen it before, but couldn't quite place it. But just now, it hit me out of the blue.
Did you remember where it was?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's the backyard of Johnson's old house.
Johnson's? You mean Mike's house?
Yeah. That house was already gone when you were married. And honestly, you hardly ever went to your parents' place, so you probably wouldn't have noticed.
What?
I was pretty close with Mike during middle school, right? So I used to visit his house all the time, so I'm sure it's his backyard.
You're right. We went to the same school, but you were close with Mike, and that's how I got introduced to you.
Yes. After we started dating, I didn't see much of him anymore, so I stopped going over to his place. But I still remember that backyard scenery.
After that, Mike got fed up with his mom's messy life and left. They didn't talk much, and we were pretty much estranged. So, there was no contact with Mike's mom after we got married. Maybe she doesn't even know about Mike and me getting divorced. What do you think?
That's possible. I'll ask my friends about Mike. I want to know if he's okay.
Yeah, we all used to be friends. And even though he is my ex-husband, it's just too much for me to figure it out myself. Can you do it for me?
Of course. Sophia, are you still going to keep ignoring me? You're still my son's wife. I'm not going to forgive you.
Seriously, what is wrong with you?
You finally decided to respond, huh? How can you keep ignoring your mother-in-law for days? Especially after your husband passed away. You're incredibly insensitive and rude.
I'm rude? Who the hell are you? My mother-in-law is right next to me.
Huh?
I've decided to stay over at my in-laws for a while. Just for some added security and peace of mind. You know, their place has this great security setup. And I figured it would be better than being alone or in some sketchy situation. You gave me the creeps. It's comforting to have my in-laws looking out for me. Oh yeah, my husband's here too, keeping me company.
What the hell are you talking about? Your husband is Mike, right? He passed away. And your in-laws live in an apartment. They don't own a house. Stop lying and trying to avoid responsibility. It's not going to work.
I think you're misunderstanding something here. I'm Mike's ex-wife.
Huh? What do you mean?
You're Mike's mother, right?
Yes. What kind of question is that?
I'm his ex-wife.
What? After pushing Mike to the limit, you turn around and marry another guy right after he passes away?
What are you even talking about? It's been 3 years since I married my current husband. I haven't been in touch with Mike for 3 years.
What? I don't get it.
Look, you're sending incredibly annoying messages to the wrong person. Please stop messaging me for good.
Wait. Hey, Sophia. You need to pay $150,000 as compensation for cheating on Mike. I'll collect it on Mike's behalf.
I don't understand what you're saying. There's no reason for me to pay you compensation.
What are you saying? You're so shameless. You cheated, didn't you?
What? I'm no longer Mike's wife.
I know that, but the fact remains that you cheated while you were his wife.
I never cheated on him.
You're unbelievable. You said you remarried, right? You were probably cheating even before divorcing Mike. That's why you got divorced, obviously.
For your information, I didn't start dating my current husband until 2 years after divorcing Mike.
Huh?
Well, actually, it's been 7 years since I divorced Mike.
What?
Mike and I got divorced because we found we had different values and lifestyles after living together. We talked about it a lot and agreed to separate. Neither of us cheated, so there was no compensation involved in the divorce.
What?
How long has it been since you talked to Mike? Well, given his attitude, it didn't seem like he'd reach out anyway.
What? But wasn't it your affair that caused Mike's mental illness and led to his passing?
He was alive and doing well.
Huh? Then why does he have a gun?
He was at the shooting range with his friends. And it seems that when he fired a gun, the recoil caused him to lose balance and fall down. He hit his head during the fall, so he got checked. But thankfully, there were no issues found.
What?
The one who cheated on your son isn't me. Mike remarried someone else after our divorce, and that person cheated on him. They've been divorced for 6 months now. You've got the wrong person.
No way. I can't believe it.
I knew you and Mike weren't on good terms back then. Heard you were living recklessly, partying with men and racking up debts.
That's none of your business.
Who on earth told you that Mike passed away?
I heard it through a friend. I thought he had passed away because I heard he had a serious head injury and lost consciousness.
How could you just assume your son's dead without checking the facts first? What kind of mother does that?
Well, it's because there was no way to get in touch with him.
Well, it's none of my business. But I found out some things about Mike. There's absolutely no reason for me to pay any compensation. You're welcome to ask him directly. By the way, when was Mike's funeral held?
I'm not really sure. I thought maybe I wasn't told because Mike didn't like me and we were estranged.
Right? Well, because he's living just fine, you know.
Wait a minute. Does that mean I'm not getting my money?
Damn right. I don't even know what the compensation is for. Everything you're saying just doesn't make sense.
No way.
Anyway, I'm living happily with my husband and mother-in-law. So please don't bother me anymore. I have nothing to do with Mike anymore. We have no connection whatsoever. It's just annoying to keep receiving messages from you.
Sophia. Can you answer the phone?
What do you want? I told you not to contact me anymore. Please leave me alone.
Wait a minute.
Can you do me a favor? What? You're a stranger to me.
You don't have to be so cold. I'm your ex-mother-in-law.
What's your point?
To be honest, I'm in debt.
I heard about that. Mike really resented you for it.
I feel bad about it.
How much do you owe?
Around $80,000.
What? What did you spend all that money on? It's not something you can just spend without thinking, right?
I'm estranged from my son, right? So, to distract myself from the loneliness, I met someone while I was out partying.
What?
He's younger than me. He was always there, comforting me when I needed it. I spoiled him because he made me feel better about myself.
Are you serious? What are you thinking? He's probably playing you.
No, that's absolutely not true. I haven't lived my life aimlessly until now.
What?
I can tell he's into me. He wants me.
You're oddly calm considering you're $80,000 in debt. If that man really cared about you, he wouldn't have let you get into so much debt.
I want to be there for him. If he desires me, I'm ready to do anything for him. So I'd appreciate it if you could lend me around $150,000.
Huh? I thought you owe $80,000.
Yeah.
Then why ask for $150,000?
I just told you. I want to be there for him. I want to use the rest of the money for him.
What the hell? You're unbelievable. No wonder your son doesn't want to do anything with you.
Mike won't understand me because he's a guy. But you're not, so I know you'll understand how I feel. So lend me the money.
That's enough. You're my ex-husband's mother. We're not even family anymore. Why would I loan you money? And honestly, I doubt I'd ever see it again if I did lend you any.
That's not true. I plan to work hard and pay it back.
Even if you did work hard, I know you're going to spend it on your little boyfriend. You are out of your mind.
Sophia, please.
It's not just my money. It's also for my family, so I can't spend it freely. Besides, I don't have that amount of money to spare.
Well, why don't you take out a loan in your name?
Huh? You are something else. Why should I, who has nothing to do with you, have to borrow money for your sake? If you keep sending these weird messages, I'll consider it stalking and report it to the police, all right?
Why are you being like that? Even if I'm your ex-mother-in-law, I'm still in need. Isn't it just common decency to help someone in need?
You've got to be kidding me. Didn't you leave your son high and dry for years? You couldn't even help your own son. Yet you have the nerve to say that to me? Seriously, cut it out.
Please, don't report me. I'm in a bind and you're my last hope. Could you please lend me some money?
I promise to pay it back. This conversation isn't going anywhere, so I'll end it here.
No. Won't you help me? Are you really that heartless?
I'll block this account. If you keep contacting me, I'll file a report. Goodbye.
Sophia, how about me? I was supposed to have my happy ending.
According to what Charles heard from Mike, the guy that she was dating found out about her debts and treated her like shit and decided to leave her. Well, that's to be expected, isn't it? It seems like she begged for him not to leave her. Left with nothing but the debt, she found herself forced into working day and night to repay it. It's a lot for her age, but it's her fault. I have no further details as she's no longer my concern. It was unexpected to receive a call from Mike, apologizing for his mother's behavior. Never thought I'd have such a conversation with my husband over something like this. Thankfully, things have settled down now, and I'm relieved. Living peacefully with Charles and his mother feels good.
Hey, Sean, can you stop going to Sophie's place every day?
Huh? What are you talking about? Is it bad for me to visit my sister? She's pregnant too, you know.
But I'm about to give birth soon. What if something happens? I'm worried being alone. Can you stay with me at least during this time?
Don't be so selfish. Her husband is away for work. It's only natural for family to help out.
I get that, but you're my family too. Especially since you're about to be a father, you should prioritize our baby. Don't you have any sense of responsibility? I'm worried about how you'll be after the baby is born.
Don't act all high and mighty. You can't even work because you're pregnant. I'm the only one making money.
What did you just say? Is that what you really think of me?
You don't appreciate me enough. She shows more gratitude.
Hold on a second.
What?
I think I'm in labor. Oh, the baby might be coming.
What? It's way too early. I don't understand what is happening.
Babies don't always come on schedule. Please call a taxi. I can't do anything. It hurts too much.
Stop being so demanding. Handle it yourself.
Do something, please. Emma, are you okay? Yeah, I'm at the hospital. The one you recommended. Oh, thank goodness. Are you and the baby okay? I'm coming over right now. I can't reach Sean. Do you know where he is? I think I'm about to give birth. And he's nowhere to be found. I've tried to contact him, but no answer. What? What could he be doing at a time like this? Oh, I'll bring everything you need. Don't worry, just focus on yourself and the baby. I'm on my way. Hang tight. Thanks so much, Mom. I was really scared and you've made me feel better. I'm glad you messaged. I've given birth 3 times. You can count on me. Thank you, really.
Hey, glad to see you're doing well. I'm relieved the baby's here safely.
How could you? How could you do this to me? You weren't there when I was giving birth.
I couldn't make it to you, but I'm here now. You should be grateful. The cake in the face thing was a surprise gift from my sister and me. Sure, you got covered in cream, but it was fun, right? Just wash it off.
The only ones who had fun were you and your sister. My clothes are ruined and I can't get the chocolate smell out of my hair. Good thing the baby was in another room.
Yeah, the chocolate cake made it look like someone took a massive dump in the room. It looked crazy.
You guys are the worst. Wasting food and humiliating me like that? Do you even care about how you're treating me? Do you care if something happens to me? Your sister is crazy too.
You're overreacting.
I can't believe she'd do this as a mother herself.
I can't believe that you're so ungrateful. No kisses, no thank yous. I went out of my way to get that cake for you. You should have laughed it off. You're such a buzzkill. If I knew you were this boring, I wouldn't have had a kid with you.
Why would you say that to me? You're an awful person.
Am I? You're such a dramatic person. And your face as you whined and cried was hilariously ugly.
Mom, I can't take this anymore. I just heard from the hospital. I'm coming to you right now. You don't need to come. I don't want to bother you. Don't worry about it. I'm so sorry for my foolish kids. I can't believe they did that to you. My son's always been difficult, but my daughter used to be such a sweet girl. Well, since her husband transferred, he's been with his sister every day, acting like I don't matter. I knew they were close when we got married, but this is too much. I'm on your side, sweetie. We haven't known each other long, but I see you as my own daughter. It's my fault for raising those two idiots the way they are. I won't forgive them. I'm sorry for all the pain you've endured. No, thank you for always caring about me. I've made up my mind. I won't hesitate anymore. Sean, what's with the mess in this house? You knew I was coming home today, and you're not even here.
What? You're already nagging the minute you're back. You're a housewife, right? Cleaning is your job. If there's trash piled up, it's your fault for not doing it.
I see. So you have no intention of helping me?
I'm helping my sister. I have to cook and clean for her here. She's in a lot of pain and can't move. You can move and do chores, so stop whining.
Who's the one being spoiled here? Your job isn't just at the company. Taking care of your sister doesn't mean you've fulfilled your family duties. Don't be ridiculous. You're just an employee. I'm a supervisor. I worked up until almost giving birth and trained new staff, too.
Huh? Of course the capable one should do more. Don't think you're the standard. I'm doing my best in my own way. You should just appreciate my efforts. You're so ungrateful.
You have no remorse at all, do you? Not even trying to show it. One last time, are you going to apologize?
Not at all.
Fine. You're no longer family. Never come near us again.
What? What do you think you are to say that?
I didn't raise you with such horrible manners. Who do you think you are?
Huh? Who is this?
I'm your mother. I've been here with Emma, helping her back into life at home. Something you are supposed to be doing. Have you no shame? I am so disappointed in you.
Where have you been watching us from?
I have been watching since she started messaging you. And as you know, I have Emma's phone. I can't believe I raised such a rotten son. I feel like I should apologize for bringing you into this world.
Damn, she told on me and you got on her side?
Told on you? The hospital contacted me. They said Emma was crying loudly, covered in chocolate. They couldn't reach you and her parents live far away, so I stepped in.
What? The hospital should have just kept quiet and just cleaned up.
It was a big issue. She has a dairy allergy and her skin got inflamed. If she had ingested it, who knows what could have happened? You knew that, didn't you?
I didn't care. Sophie asked for the cake. If you want to complain, talk to her.
You were the one who threw the cake at Emma. You don't get it. The moment you did that, your life as you knew it ended.
Wow, what kind of mother says that to her son?
I don't consider you my child anymore. I'm cutting ties. Emma wants a divorce. I've already explained and apologized to her parents. I also spoke with Sophie's husband.
Isn't that a bit extreme?
The only ones who think this is a joke are you and Sophie. Don't ever come near our house again.
Hey, wait. Hey, bitch, why does everyone at work know about us?
What? I told you not to contact me anymore.
I don't care about what you want.
Well, I don't care about you either. Please don't contact me.
You've ruined my reputation at work. My coworkers are insulting me, and even my boss is distancing himself from me. I'm a salesman. Trust is everything, and you've destroyed that for me.
That's not my fault. You were already a mess before.
What? How dare you? I don't need to hear anything from a woman who bleeds from between her legs every month. It's disgusting. My sister barely bleeds at all, but you bleed so much. Are you faking it? You're a dirty little whore.
You are so ignorant. Let me fill you in on a little secret.
What are you talking about?
Your mom told me a while ago. You and Sophie aren't biologically related. She's your stepdad's kid.
So what?
Our mom raised you and Mary like real siblings. But it seems only your parents thought that way.
What are you getting at?
Sophie's husband has always been suspicious of you two. 6 months ago, he hired a detective while he was away on a business trip. He was sure you two would mess up while he was gone.
What are you saying?
I can hear your heart racing. I know everything. 2 months after he left on his trip, Sophie got morning sickness and found out she was pregnant. But the timing seemed off. Her husband said he was too busy to spend time with her before the trip. Meanwhile, you kept going to her place even when I was 7 months pregnant. I wonder why.
That's...
The baby is yours, isn't it?
What makes you say that?
I saw the photos her husband sent. You and Sophie on dates while I was at home struggling with chores.
I was only trying to cheer her up.
That was before she knew she was pregnant. Here are photos of you two entering a hotel as well.
We went to the hotel restaurant for lunch.
Leaving your pregnant wife at home? You can't talk your way out of this. If you wanted to be with her so badly, you should have just gotten married to her. What were you trying to achieve by involving me and her husband?
It would be frowned upon by the public. You two were the front.
So basically, you wanted a convenient servant. That's why she married a guy who moves around a lot, leaving her at home. You found excuses to go to her place every day, left all the house stuff to me, and didn't even bother to help with parenting.
Yeah, that's right. You're such a pain, you know that? If you had just kept quiet, everything would have gone smoothly. Should have shoved that cake right into your mouth instead of your face. Then you wouldn't have had the guts to talk back like this. Ah, missed my chance. I've lost my job, I've been cut off by my parents, and I can't stay in this town anymore. But it's fine. I'll take a demotion or whatever and go to a different branch. I'll live with her there. It won't be easy, but we'll manage somehow.
It's not that easy. I'm not letting you two off the hook.
What do you mean?
First off, I'm going to demand compensation for your affair. And I've got plenty of evidence to prove it, and you'll pay up.
Huh? Why should I have to pay for that? It's a family matter.
That's irrelevant. Cheating is cheating. You'll pay the child support all at once.
All at once? You want me to take on debt?
Blame yourself for not managing your savings properly. And you'll compensate for the hospital cost as well.
You're annoying to the very end. You should learn from my mother. She raised me all by herself.
Yeah, I heard that a million times.
She worked hard. She could work, do house chores, and even forgive my mistakes. And when I became an adult, she remarried and brought home the best woman. That's how women should be. Compared to that, you're just a pig in human form, making a fuss all the time.
Shut it, you jerk. Mom didn't work hard just to fulfill your desires. She did her best to make sure you grew up right. With your rotten brain, you can't even make decent judgments. You have failed her.
What did you say, bitch?
You received so much care. Having a child like you is pitiful for a parent. Your mom deserves sympathy. I'm filing a complaint. You'll be sued for assault as well.
Huh? Assault?
You threw a cake with whipped cream on it at me, knowing my allergies. That's why my skin had an allergic reaction and turned all red. That's clear assault.
You're doing too much, aren't you? As long as everything's okay, it's fine.
No way. I'll never forgive you, ever. It became a big deal at the hospital, and it seems like the media caught wind of it too. I spilled everything to the reporters about the cake incident and your affair, so good luck.
What are you talking about? How could you?
You're at Sophie's place now, right? I gave her address to them too, so someone's probably on their way.
Wait a second. The doorbell's been ringing non-stop and I can hear voices outside. There are people with cameras. Hey, do something. Retract your statement.
You know, if this makes TV, you'll be famous. There'll be no hiding for you. No happily ever after story either. Tough luck, I guess.
This is too much. Hey, listen, Emma.
Emma, did you see the TV? Yeah, I never expected him to throw food at the reporters surrounding the house. Now it's all over the internet and his personal information is out there too. How did it come to this? Oh, I guess I raised him wrong. You did your best as a mother. They say upbringing matters, but I think personality matters more. What happened to him is his own fault. I don't feel sorry for him at all. Even though I'm his parent, I'm pretty cold-hearted too, I guess. Even though I'm his ex-wife, I don't feel guilty at all either. His crying face was so pathetic and funny. I divorced him right away and got a lump sum of alimony and child support. Sophie's husband also divorced her and apparently demanded alimony too. I also filed a report and asked for additional fines. Sean got fired from his job due to the affair and the attack on the reporters. His face and name got all over the internet after the TV report, and even where he and Sophie fled to, they're treated poorly by many. He can't find a job, and now he's living day to day in an internet cafe. I'm worried about their child, but even if it's tough, their grandmother said she'd take the child if necessary. As for me, I'm currently living happily with my young daughter, and I'm planning to return to work soon. The benefits are good, so I feel reassured about raising her.